Elijah Stacy was born 20 years ago with a rare form of muscular dystrophy called Duchenne, a fatal muscle wasting disease.
I got weaker and weaker and weaker, and by the age of 11, I became completely dependent on a power wheelchair.
But he didn't let his diagnosis break his spirit. In fact, his positive outlook inspired him to write A Small If, which details lessons he's learned from living with Duchenne, starting with the importance of an adapter's mindset.
Before I became, dependent on a wheelchair, I would just simply, get out of bed.
But as his disease progressed, he found there were a lot of things he couldn't control, including the ability to move his body. Daily tasks took some major adjustments.
Maybe you're going to try 100 different ways to get out of bed and get into your wheelchair, but you're going to make it happen, right?
Another thing that helped was a healthy self-image.
In the 4th grade, I just went into my wheelchair and we went to this field trip, and one of the workers there, she said that, "Hey, wheelchair boy, come here, wheelchair boy, come here."
That comment hurt, but he spoke up for himself.
I'm not a wheelchair boy, I'm Elijah Stacy. I was disrespected, and I didn't think that was cool. I recognize that I have a disability, but I see myself as being like everybody else.
Elijah says because he views himself as someone who is going to do great things, everyone else will too.
That's a really powerful lesson that really helps me overcome the challenges of this disease.
And as Elijah progressed in school, he learned that we shouldn't stress in connecting the dots. It will all make sense later.
Steve Jobs is the one that said this. And it's really true, because if you look at your life, you can see how sometimes things in your life didn't make sense, but now it makes total sense.
He realized this as he reflected on his school years.
I missed a lot of school getting diagnosed with my disease, so I was really struggling with my reading and writing skills. I was really behind. I was the dumb kid in class that couldn't read. And, that didn't make sense, and I didn't understand, why is all these things happening to me.
But eventually, clarity came.
I needed to go through that adversity to be the person I am today.
A busy person with a mission. Not only did he write his book, he's also started the nonprofit Destroy Duchenne, which allows him to raise awareness and funds for research.
I truly believe that we're going to cure this disease and change the way people's faiths are supposed to go.
Life lessons from one man's brave fight.